As someone who grew up with Japanese food in the US, stepping into a Japanese grocery store has always felt like home to me. But I know for some of you that are just starting out on this food journey, it is really overwhelming to go into a Japanese grocery store with all the different things and maybe some things you can't even read. So whether you are new to Japanese cuisine or you've been looking for some fun new things to try, I'm going to guide you through the different sections and show you my favorites and must-buys so that you can take them home and try them for yourself too.
First thing you typically notice when you go into a Japanese grocery is food souvenir type of stuff, and then of course the shops. So there's little food court types of shops, and this is a santoka, which is famous ramen in Japan. Let's take a quick look because they also have fun food replicas, so you can check out what you're going to eat, what it'll look like before you order it. They also have a self-checkout area, which is great. That's for later. But then we'll enter the fresh food section. That's at the front. I really appreciate that. For anything shabu-shabu related, I love getting it here, especially the meat, but we'll get there as well. Here are all the veggies. Okay, Napa cabbage is always one of my favorite things for like stir fries and all kinds of stuff. Love that. And okay, check it out. Fresh wasabi. You don't get this very often. You grate it up, it's fresh wasabi, okay? And then if you're having sushi, shiso is a must-have. Yes, definitely. Actually, I think we're gonna have sushi, so let's grab some of that. And here, let me show you special groups, right? So I like that that's cut up, but cilantro. If you want to make gyoza, this is definitely a grab. And then this stuff is all pretty similar. But then, of course, you have some of these taroimo. So if you're making hot pot, if you're making veggies, renkon, this is a must if you're making osechi and stuff. And then you have nagaimo. Oh, this is good too if you are making a little bit of, grate that up. And myola, have you heard of this? This is actually really special. It's almost like gingery, but you can make cool things out of that. You have all kinds of mushrooms. You have shiitake, white mushrooms. Still, oh, oyster mushrooms. Shiitake is on sale. We have all kinds of mushrooms galore. If you haven't heard me talk about enoki mushrooms, I absolutely love those. And check out this haichu selection. I have not seen that much of a haichu selection before, so that's kind of fun. But let's go look at this side too, because fruit is always a special thing, right? Oh, look at these big old pears. Fruit can be like super, super special, right? So, got lots of fruits over there. Let's take a look over here. Oh, shigaki, dried persimmons. You've seen me make dried persimmons, but these are already made, and I love sweet potatoes. So look at this. This is dried sweet potatoes as well. And then if you like chestnuts, that's over there. Steamed bean snack. Ooh, steamed edamame. That sounds good. The celery. Okay, nothing super special here, but I do like the pre-cut stuff. Just makes it super convenient, right? And let's go keep going around. Mushroom. Okay, you've heard me talk about satsumai. These are my favorite sweet potatoes ever, by far. And purple sweet potato. These are great too. Sometimes they're called Okinawa sweet potato and kabocha. These are my fave. I love these. We call them pumpkin, but it's actually a squash. It's cut in half, so that's nice. You can choose between the half and the whole. This one's kind of a funky looking guy, but you know what? Super fine. Don't bring the kids here because they would absolutely want that and everything here. And then we have, if you want to use lotus roots, we have the whole ones, the sliced ones, all kinds of stuff here. It makes it super easy for dishes. If you are making ramen, this would be good for that. Oh, see, all kinds of stuff to make life a lot easier. Oh, sliding down. Oops. Sorry, trying to put it back, but they all slide down. So maybe that's why these are here too. All right. I wanted to put it back, but there it is. There's bamboo shoots.
Easy there. Okay. And then, of course, you got to go to the sashimi section, right? Because they have such great sashimi quality fish. If you are looking to just have an easy thing, look at that. It has the awabi in the middle, the abalone. That is beautiful. So if you are looking for just like a simple thing for yourself, it's like 20 bucks, right? So make yourself some sushi rice and you're good to go. It's like a chef sushi right there. Nugget, that's jellyfish. There's all these like side dishes, which I absolutely love because then you could just take some home and then make your own food, right? You can be healthy about it and you don't have to make all your own stuff. My kid absolutely loves ika. This is squid, so I might have to get some of this for him. Okay, these are not my favorite crab meat sticks. There are fish sticks that I absolutely love, and I've shared about them before, but I'm gonna go find them. Okay, let's talk about this because it's the fattiest tuna. This in the this if you get it at sushi restaurant would cost you a heck of a lot, right? And then you have your chutoro, which is medium fatty, and then you have like your regular red tuna. But just remember, o means big, chu means medium, and then you just got the rest. And of course, you have some spicy tuna right here, so you can make that into like a spicy tuna roll, $2 off. That's nice. And unagi. This is a must in our house. Anytime we have sushi, we always have unagi. What is this? Oysters. How fun is that? And if you want the fish head and bone, if you want to make a soup or a broth or something, right there, you've got some stock and bone, cheaper, and then you can roast that actually, and it still has a good amount of meat on it. You're wondering if I got a lot of weird looks because I'm filming the whole time that I'm here. Yes, absolutely I did, but you know what? I got over it real quick, and I'm just gonna pick out the things that I want, like that you got for my kid, or maybe I just want a smaller one. Just want a smaller one. Let's get a smaller one. All the other stuff, but you know what? Oh well. Be you. Here is the frozen fish section. Do not discount this. There's so much good stuff in here. They don't have my favorite kanikama there, but unagi is always in here. There's all kinds. Salted mackerel, Freebies is on sale. I'm definitely getting that. This is just a super easy thing to have in your house for a weeknight. Definitely getting that. What else is on sale? I love getting stuff that's on sale. What's over here? Okay, maybe not that, but on sale, done, get it. Unagi. And then this one, I don't know how, this is just two. But I would have gotten this if that other one wasn't on sale. Definitely like that. Then you have how much colors, salmon, and those are good. Have you heard of that? It is seaweed, but I've never seen it in this kind of container. I've always seen it in like a square container. That's interesting. I don't, do you suck it out? Okay. Oh yeah. See, like these containers is what I've seen, so you could easily eat it, but it's vinegary. So if you don't like vinegar, you're not gonna like it. Yeah, so all kinds of the eggs that you can top. This is the tobiko habanero. So if you like spicy masago eggs, there's a habanero version. On a foil wrapped squid. Oh, look at that. There's all kinds of squid dishes that you could just take home and make at home. And if you like seaweed salad, you can just grab some. And then while we're here, let's look at all the meats because you got your Wagyu beefs right here. Always a good choice. Chuck roll Wagyu beef. So if I'm having shabu shabu, I definitely go to a Japanese market just because the thin beef is like no other. And look at that. You can have yakiniku, which is like this Korean barbecue, but Japanese style, right? They're so pretty. Have you noticed that? It's just way prettier, in my opinion. Is that the pork? And if you have heard the arabiki sausage, that is like a Japanese sausage, but it just tastes different. And if you have the crunch for it, the texture is way different. I have gotten a variety of these before. This one's the spicy kind. I have not tried the spicy one for myself. I took it to a friend's house once and I didn't end up trying it, but I like all of these. I try not to get sausages too much, but the arabiki sausage, I love it. It's so good. But look at this. Oh, see? So busy moms, this is for you right here. There are all kinds of pre-marinated dishes. So good. And if you look, judori, they're all marked if you want the special kind. Okay, and then let's talk about eggs because these are my favorite. They are by far the prettiest yolks I've seen. And when it says, you can't see the egg, obviously, the color on the inside, but this one says golden yolk, but really, it is so, so pretty. Absolutely love these. There's also quail eggs for those that like the smaller eggs. They are here. And then for those that want the unagi, you love the unagi sauce flavor, they have that here. You can buy two different kinds. Here's one so that you can put on as little or as much as you like, because sometimes the unagi packages come caked with stuff. And then if you want little fillets of fish, those are all here. Let's keep moving on. The beverage section. Okay, let's talk about some of these. I'm not a huge soda person, but lemonade just takes me back to childhood. You pop the top and the marble comes down, and they have tons of different flavors from when I was a kid. And then you have all your waters, you have your karabisu. This is also a classic. Oops, wrong place. This is also a classic, the karabiko, all the way down in different sizes. And then, of course, you have all your teas here, all different kinds of teas, all different teas in different sizes. But remember, these are not sweet. So if you're looking for sweet teas, this is not it. And then you have all your coffees too. You have the lattes. I remember growing up with these. Gogo no kocha, this is not it, but the different kinds. There, I think it's over here. Actually, with the UCC coffee, I remember this is like a super sweet milk coffee that I remember drinking as a kid. Well, maybe not too young, but definitely there. We have different coffees, teas up there in cans also. Keep going. And I've tried these as well. They're like sparkling tea drinks in all different kinds of flavors with the yuzu. I'm a sucker for yuzu, so these really I enjoyed. They are sweet. And then if you like characters like Dragon Ball, all kinds of fun things here to enjoy, and Sailor Moon. I am yet to try these, but I've heard great things about the water and the sparkling water, so maybe. Okay, then we come to some of these. My kids absolutely love these squeezy drinks, whatever, whether they're these or the jelly ones, they absolutely love these konjac jelly drinks. It's just like a Slurpee jelly, but a little bit chewier than regular jelly. And then you have, yeah, some of these which have energy stuff in them too. Not junk. Oh my gosh, I remember this from childhood. I don't know why it's so much better than the other ones, but it just tasted so much better. Then you have some if you want a little bit healthier drinks, right? Supposedly fruits and veggies all in one here. You have some coffee drinks, some of these Hawaiian drinks here. And then we covered some of these before, the teas and the coffees. And then, of course, Japanese beers. For those that like beer, we have your Sapporo, which are classic. Sapporo in all different kinds. And then you have your Asahi, also a very big brand. And then your Chuhai, which is like your mixed drinks right here, cocktail-ish. Umeshu, which is your hi. Umeshu, which is like your plum wine right here, umeshu. I really like plum wine. Actually, I made it at home too. And then if you don't want the alcohol part, there are actually non-alcoholic cocktails right here, or the lemon sour, also non-alcohol and alcohol-free beer. I did actually try that once and it was okay. This is the fancier beer down here. Oh, and there's like Kyoto, Mugishu. It's a wheat beer. So yeah, if you're willing to try different kinds, they're all like in one bottle and stuff. Have at it. but we have definitely had Kirin, yeah, Sapporo, Kirin, Asahi. These are the three most popular ones right here, but we like it in the bottles. So down here. And of course, if you want it cold, there is a refrigerated section as well right here. Teas galore. Okay, mugicha. I love mugicha. And this is just a classic one. I put it in water and I just have it all the time in cold or hot. Hojicha. Love hojicha. If you like the pre-mixed matcha lattes or any sort of other ones, that's all here. Teas of all kinds. You can get as premium or as not premium as you like. Yamamoteyama is very common. I like their genmaicha. Classic, affordable, good. They have in different kinds too. Ooh, actually this one. This is the hojicha that I like. My husband's a big fan of this. The genmaicha or the hojicha, can't really go wrong. Very like normal, affordable, everyday kind of ones. And then you have fancier ones if you want to go fancier also. Mochi ice creams are so dang good. Like when you have boba mochi, I have not seen boba mochi, so that's kind of fun. But black sesame mochi ice cream is my fave. Grab one of those. Coffee, green tea, can't go wrong there. Matcha monaka, that's kind of fun. Monaka is like the outside. They have all these different kinds of flavors, which is fantastic. And then I know a lot of people get weird about red bean, but red bean is so popular for all kinds of desserts and stuff. And they have like a little soft serve like squeezy thing. That's cool. If you haven't tried O's instant boba packs, I think they're the best instant boba packs by far. And look at these. I love Zojirushi everything. And you know, I love these containers for adults and kids alike. And we also love the thermoses too. So all of this right here, so many different things. Zojirushi everything. Love, love, love it. So much quality in each item. And oh, look at this super cute one. Like a super cute kid one. I don't know how to use it, but so cute. Everything stays hot, stays cold, whatever you want it to do. Tons of different stuff up here too. And there is always fun little shops. So this one has a lot of household things as well as like cosmetics and things. So if you need some of that, there's all kinds of stuff plus appliances. So if you're looking for your appliances, your tiger, your zaizojirushi, you can always grab that here as well. And while we're here, let's look at the rice section because I have talked about rice and I know you all have been really excited about it. If you want to talk about favorites, this is my absolute favorite rice that I would get anywhere, anytime. It is $50 though. I don't know if you can see down here, it says $50. It is not cheap. And this is for, they come in 3 bags of 5 pounds. So it's for 15 pounds for $50. That's a lot of money, but it is worth the investment into our health and our flavor of what we eat for me. So make the decision for your family, obviously, but favorite mochi rice right here. And then for an alternative to that Haigamai, this one is also a good one, just definitely not as good as the other one. Reliable, consistent, affordable, nishiki. So these, the ones straight from Japan, are going to be more expensive, but if you want to try them, they're going to be really, really good. I've actually had these as well, the koshihikari and the sekka, and they do tend to be more expensive, but they are good. They are delicious, so definitely try some of these that are straight from Japan. Not as prevalent. So you have to be at a Japanese store typically to get some of these, but definitely the koshihikaris are delicious types of rice. Premium. It's like the refrigerated section because you've got your tofus here. Tofu typically like always on sale, so grab whatever kind you want, I guess. Yakuruto, I'm not a huge fan, but a lot of kids are, I know. Different kinds of tofu over here. And I love these tofu kits just to keep at home sometimes. Okay, konnyaku. This is something that I always buy, especially the noodles. I like the either shirataki or the konnyaku noodles because you can put it in any sort of a braised dish and it is delicious, or you can use it as noodles because it is they're like very low calorie compared to actual noodles. And so a lot of people will do diets and stuff and do this instead as their noodle. And look at these, there's like all different kinds of veggie konnyaku noodles. That's kind of cool. I might have to try the spinach one. They also have tofu versions of these, but I am definitely going to pick up this economy size pack right here and some tofu because I love tofu. And then you also have some of these things. Oh, what's this? So if you like inari, or we call them little sushi tofu pockets, you can just cook your sushi rice and then make these super easy. Coffee jelly, that sounds delicious. And then if you like oden, which is like a super comfy home soup stew kind of thing, here's a bigger version of it. But you can just cook this up, add your own dishes like konnyaku, veggies, etc. It is on sale, so that's always good. Yeah, all these things are kind of like fried stuff, but fried seafoody things. And I need to get gyoza. We're gonna make gyoza soon. So I should pick up some of these while we are here. And there's always ramen packs, so different kinds of ramen packs right here. I don't really do ramen at home that often because it's way better at the store, but I have tried many of these in the past. I do like the cold noodles that I don't see here, but the nama yakisoba, we do yakisoba at home too, which is like the stir-fried noodles. So you get a pack of these, and I actually like the ones without the sauce, which this one does not come with sauce. Oh yeah, sauce nashi. So I like that, and then you just create your own flavor. But if you want the easier version, get the one with the sauce. It's just like little powder packets, like this one right here, and then just add your meat, your veggies, stir fry it up, and then add your sauce. Then if you want to make spring rolls, harumaki, those are up here. So we're definitely getting some gyoza, and then we're getting some ramen noodles because you can either just do the ramen noodles right here, or you can do like yakisoba. Yeah, because there's like tons of ramen, right? So many to choose from. I actually like the mealjo ones. If you were going to do something at home, so many different kinds, and they're all on sale right now, so that's even better. I have not tried these, but I have seen them in a lot of places. I don't know where the cold noodles are. I have tried the hiyashi ones before, but maybe because it's not summertime, they don't have them out really. But anyway, the namayakisoba. This is my usual go-to one. Marucha, namayakisoba. I like those. You can even stick them in the freezer and then just have them for any time. And then, friends, we have gotten to the natto section. There are so many different kinds of natto, and you know that I absolutely love natto. Where is my tamago one? They don't have my egg one. Oh, I'm so sad. I wanted the egg one. Oh, yes, here it is. Here it is. The tamago. I'm definitely going to get some of these. I haven't seen these anywhere else. I like the tamago shoyu dare, but there's so many different kinds. Like, for example, this one is like cut smaller. The beans are cut smaller. This is a very standard one. And then you have, these are mini, I guess, so smaller sizes. Same thing. Pretty normal too. This one, the shiso katsuo. So, um, shiso leaves and bonito. And this one is from Hokkaido. So I guess the beans are from Hokkaido. And then this is also a slightly smaller cut up bean. This one apparently is not supposed to smell, but I've had it before and it still smells. So I don't know about that. And then standard, and this one has ume in it. So they all are slightly different, I guess, but for me, I mean, they're pretty similar. So if you want a specific flavor, then maybe that is different, like this one. This one I haven't seen anywhere else, so I'm gonna grab some of these, drop it in, and then you have heard me talk about koji. So if you want your own pre-made koji, which is a fantastic seasoning for anything really. I love it on any sort of roasted veggies or roasted fish, especially if you're baking fish. But if you want to make your own koji or shio koji or shoyu koji or anything, you're going to want to get this or this. It is the koji spores. And then you can make something like this, which is the pre-made shiokoji. This shiokoji, shoyu koji. There's all kinds of different ways you can use it, but if you want it already pre-made and you don't want to go through the effort, which I have made a video of how to use these, but if you don't want to go through the effort, just grab that. And then all kinds of pickled stuff right here. And shoga, this is pickled shoga, right? So if you want stuff for sushi, you're gonna want to get some of these, but I really don't like the coloring that gets added to some of these. I wish they had the non-colored ones. Then you have your kimchis, you also have your little pearl onions, pickled pickled scallion. Oh, I thought it was like little tiny onions, but anyway, rakyo. Yep, kimchi, 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 and your misos, your umeboshi. I want a really good quality umeboshi for my rice balls. Hachimitsume, that sounds actually really good. My mom used to get these umeboshi from Japan directly, and those are really good. So it kind of ruined me for the rest of them because these are just kind of normal, and sometimes they can be really sour. And I don't like the really sour ones. I like the slightly sweet and sour ones. And these, I might have to try some of these fancy looking ones. I know there's a store in here too that sells kind of the nicer ones, so I might have to go take a look. But this is the umeboshi section, and if you haven't tried it, it's ume that is pickled, and I have tried to make it at home, and it hasn't come out really as well as any of these other ones. So very popular stuff to put into your rice balls is here. And then you have a miso section, tons of miso right here. So if you're making miso soup or any sort of miso flavored thing, you're going to have to get one of these. And there's different kinds, right? There's aka miso, shiro miso. This one is a lot stronger, the aka. You see the red. Yeah, so the red is a darker, much more miso-y, strong taste, whereas the white is really kind of your entry level. Anybody will probably like it, but there's all kinds of different ones, organic, etc. I like to just look. I like the ones that say it has dashi in it because it has like extra flavor. But I like to just look at the back and see if it has tons of stuff. Then I just don't get it. I like organic. I like clean stuff. I've also made my own miso, which has been kind of fun. So I like this one. It is pretty limited in what is in there. Some of them can also really be a lot of salt. So if you can go with something that is not super, super salty, that is fantastic. So like this one says less salt. I like that. Some of them say they have koji in it. Well, you have to make koji, or you have to use koji to make miso. I kind of want to try this one because it says nama miso tsushikomi. So it has the little bits in it still too. And if you look in the ingredients, they're super clean. It's just filtered water, soybeans, koji, sea salt. I like that. I like that a lot. And I've also gotten in the bags before too. So it's really just your preference. And then they all have slightly different tastes. So it's up to you. A person, so I'm not one to share on what to use, but I do use cooking sake, and that is not here. This has like sake, this has shochu and all of that, so kind of heartier. And then, oh, we got the umeshu. I do like my umeshu. And you have like the very standard one, right? This one is like a very entry level, everybody has it kind of one. And then you have more premium ones as you go around. But I remember, I think I had this one in Japan, and it's like a very normal one also, but I liked it. Put it over the rocks and you're good to go. More over here, tons of different options. Kind of like cocktailish over here. But you can go as fancy or as less fancy, but this is a famous one right here. And then of course there's like, you can go fancier in the kubota. Again, I'm not a huge sake drinker, so I'm not one to share, but maybe if you are interested, let me know in the comments and I should get someone that is more familiar with sake and all the different levels that can come talk to us about it. All right, this is something I have bought not this big. I bought a smaller one, but to cook with because it's just like a pretty cheap but decent sake and I can cook with it. And how cute is this? It gets me just for cuteness. Hachimitsu. So honey sake. Sounds good to me. Maybe I should get it. Yuzu sake. I like that. I am a sucker for yuzu stuff, and that is all right here. And there's nigori sake too. So much good stuff right here. All right, let's keep going. Now we have our seasonings and our dried stuff. So the dried stuff is over here. Let's go with the seasoning stuff first, okay? So up top, you have all of the nabe instant broths. So if you just want to have hot pot and you want instant nabe right here, pick your choice. You have all kinds of stuff, kimchi, um, budashabu, okay, motsunabe, all kinds. Then you have all your tsuyus. So this is like your, if you want a quick soup broth base for some or different noodles that is here. I always have one of these at home so that I can mix it up with different things. Even here, I like to look on the back because it typically has stuff that I don't want in there. So just take a look, and if you can, if you have a ton of different options, it is usually going to be more expensive for the ones that are a little cleaner, but actually the one that I like is not here. So these come flavored already. I actually like the shirodashi. This is the one that I like. It does have stuff in it that I don't necessarily like, so I might have to try to look for something else that is a little bit cleaner. But I have dashi powder and dashi packets, but this is just kind of like a straight put in kind of thing. So I always have that at home. But I may have to look at some of these other things. It's pretty clean and I like that. I might have to get this to see. Okay, next time I'm out of stuff, I'm gonna try this. But this is like my normal go-to. They have this almost everywhere. And this is also my other go-to. Note to self, I'm gonna try this. It is definitely way more expensive, but I guess it's just the weigh it for yourself of whether it is worth having something that is much cleaner and without all the additives in there, and it still tastes good. Okay, and then you have, if you're having shabu shabu, you have tare, which is the sauces that you want to dip it in, right? So sauces right here, and then you have dashis right here. So if you want dashi packets, dashi anything, the one that I want or have is not here, and it is actually quite expensive, but it is clean, it is good, it is quality. It is not here, but okay. You could also make your own if you grab the packets and you put in like all the different things that you want to put in there, like bonito or stuff like that. I have gotten this before as dashi packs, and it's just like a little packet that you put into hot water, and then it just brings out the dashi flavor, and then you pull out that pack. But a lot of people use this. I think it's not super clean in the back, so I don't like it as much. I have used this as well. If you want super quick, there is a ton that you can get for super quick stuff. And then over here, like I said, is the bonito flakes. So if you want to use some of those dashi packs and fill your own, fill them with some of these like katsuo and the ebi, katsuo, ebi, and then the fish. Grab sardines and then put them in for some extra flavor. Okay, this is something I always have right here. This is katto akame. So it can be any kind really. There's only like two different kinds here, but this, you put it in your miso soup, you put it in, if you're making ramen, you can just top it. You can top anything with it, any kind of soup. If you're making like an egg drop soup or something, wakame, you just drop them in it. Don't put too much in because I know people have put way too much and then it just like expands like crazy. I also really like this for my onigiri. So I like to grab this and then you can fill it, you can mix it in with your rice and it makes it really good. My kids love it. Also, hijiki. I have this on hand all the time. This also grows like crazy, so don't put the whole thing in, but this is really, really good. One of my favorite side dishes. Okay, kombu is another thing that like you're going to use all the time. Whenever I make sushi rice or rice for sushi, because there is a difference between sushi rice and anyway, this is I just put a piece in there because it gives it extra flavor. And there are a ton to choose from here. Like, can you see there are a ton? It really doesn't matter that much. I just picked something in the middle of the road. This one says Hokkaido, so that sounds kind of cool. But yeah, grab this, put one into your rice. I mean, you can do that every time and your rice will taste better because it gives a little dashi. And then just eat the kombu. It's good for you. My mom says it's good for your hair, so I'm gonna try that too. But yep, pick one of those up. I always have those. You can even put that in your pack with your dashi if you're making your own. So yeah, all of this right here. And then we are talking about onigiri, right? So let's go to the seasoning aisle because we obviously have to talk about seasonings for your onigiri. Okay, here is seasonings galore. So if you have kids, there are fun things you can do, right? So you can have your mazekomi gohan with anpanman. This is just super nostalgic for me because ochazuke you pour over rice and tea over it, and then you get ochazuke. These are pretty common right here, come in a ton of different flavors, and it's just easy and shaking. It's not little packets and stuff, so it's easy if you're just using it with friends or with family. And check out these. Our kids like to grab some of these too with fun characters. And look at that. Oh, this is actually, I did not know these. These are ochazuke, and they have fun little character pieces, kamaboko pieces in there. So if you kids want to have a little fun, we also like these Doraemon ones. These are also surprisingly pretty clean, and we like them. These as well. Oh, actually, these we get fairly often because this is like nice, clean ingredients, and it's easy to use as a family. You just open one, and it's not all these different packets. But these two we absolutely love. I think my husband really likes this one. My husband really likes this one. My kids like the shake. Which one? Shake, not the shake tarako. They don't have it. They have like a shake one usually, but a Doraemon shake one. That's the one that they like. Oh, what is this? Tamago gohan, furikake ni shimashita. That sounds kind of good. If you heard me talk about the tamago kake gohan, I guess you can have that in. As you can see, there are a ton of different options. There's also just the gomashio. It's just really sesame and salt, but if you're making onigiri, a great thing to mix in there. And nori. This is one that we get a lot. It is affordable. I don't like that it doesn't have the zip top, so I wish there was a bigger size, but I don't see that here. Um, I've gotten a bunch of different kinds, but that's the one that I usually get. Oh, there's a 30. Oh, this one has. Okay, so there is a bigger one. This one's a 30 and it has the zip top, so I would get this one. A lot of times it's on sale, so I wait for it to be on sale. There's also seasoned. So if it says ajitsuke nori, that means it's seasoned and it's usually like a sweet soy saucy flavor. Perfect with any kind of just plain rice. And then if you are making any sort of okonomiyaki, takoyaki, and you see the little green nori flakes, that's these. Aosa, that's those, or aonori. That's that. And then they also have obviously different sizes. So you have your roasted seaweed, half sheets and stuff. So if you want to make hand rolls, perfect for that. Or you can just cut some of these in half, right? But different sizes, all kinds of sesame soy wraps, seaweed snack. It's like the salted. Okay. Okay, next aisle. There's so much to see, huh? Okay, curries and stuff, right? You have seen me do all kinds of curries. So that is all here. My usual go-to brand is this one, the Golden Kare, but we've also tried the Bamonto. Um, I haven't really gone into those packages, but oh, these down here, the bigger ones over here. I usually get the medium, and I might mix the medium and the mild. I've also tried the Java curry, so between whatever is really on sale is kind of what I go with. Then you have sauces over here, different kinds of sauces. I'm not really a big this kind of sauces person. If you want mixes for fried rice, and then let's flip over to, okay, over here you have all these cans of stuff, which I have not really gone into. Um, it's just really not my thing, but if you want super easy, like we have tried this before, this is salmon already kind of flaked up. super easy for onigiri and stuff. We have tuna flakes, all kinds of fish in cans, and then, oh, this stuff is really good to know about. It has rice that is just super microwavable, easy one person dishes. So if you're not cooking for a family, it might be really easy for a weeknight to just do that. Comes in different packs right here. Oh, and I had to grab some of this for my kid the other day for school. But it is, if you don't like the sushi vinegar or pre-made sushi vinegar, or you don't want to season it yourself, this is like a powder that is really easy to just put on rice that you've cooked, and you have sushi rice. Super easy to make. And then you have different miso soups over here. So if you want any sort of instant miso soup's not hard to make, but if you are busy and you want any kind of soups, that is all here. Miso soup galore. And then let's flip over here. Any sort of spaghetti, pasta, sauces, red bean. Like I said, red bean is very, very popular. So there's all kinds of sweetened bean pastes all up in here. And then sweet chestnuts for definitely for New Year's time. That is popular. But dessert stuff right here. Instant dessert galore. All right, let's go real quick to the seasoning section. Let's go this way first. Gomabura. I always get, this is like my go-to sesame oil. I don't know why. It just is. Again, very classic, original, always there. Actually, that one or this one. These two are my go-tos right here. Sesame oil. And you all know about Kewpie mayonnaise, right? It's way better than other ones, in my opinion. Dressings. Different sauces. Okonomiyaki sauce, I get that a lot. If you want unagi sauce, that's there. And then bachan sauce right here. I did not realize that was here, but I actually really, really like these for just super fast weeknight things. You can make teriyaki sauce pretty easily yourself, but these, I love all the different flavors, and I have not seen this liquid shiokoju. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. These were here too, but I actually just got these and I tried them. And the flavor was good. I tried to make it in the air fryer though, and that was kind of a fail. So we'll try that again with a different one. But all kinds of sauces for your yakiniku, your shabu shabu, whatever. That's all here. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, these are all the powders and stuff. Panko. Okay, I'm not super picky on these, but I just get the regular panko. That one says honey bunko. I've never tried honey bunko. This is the one that I usually get. But you know what? If it's on like sale or something and there's something else, I'm okay with it's just breadcrumbs, right? So if you're doing any sort of fried stuff, panko is here. Katakuriko is potato starch. If you're making mochi at home or things like that, then that's usually what's on the outside if you have like a sweet with white powder on the outside. Temperako, so if you want little powders for temperako, takoyaki-ko. So if you're making takoyaki at home, I have bought this okonomiyaki-ko many a times so that we can make Japanese savory pancakes at home. Actually, maybe I should grab one for an easy dish. Takoyaki-ko right here. So like I said, if you're making takoyaki at home, kinako. This is soybean flour. I have just gotten like very normal one right here at home, but you can go more premium if you like. Mochiko. This is the powdered up sweet rice flour. So this is for if you're making mochi at home, definitely grab that. I already have some at home. And then you have Japanese flours, Japanese pancake mixes, honeys, sugars, all that jazz. Oh, and this is here again as well. That makes sense because with the okonomiyaki powder, you want these green little nori flakes. And then this is one of my favorite things, koya tofu. We call it juicy tofu. They have it in different sizes and things as well. Oh, here's, you know what? Maybe I should just buy one because I'm here. And then they have dried mushrooms galore, wood ear mushrooms, as they call them. Really, really good for you. Just lots of nutrition. And then you have shiitake mushrooms of all kinds right here. And sesame of all kinds. And then red beans, good for all kinds of stuff. Black beans, a lot of all the dried stuff. You know what? I think I'm gonna grab one of the white surigoma. I know I could grind it myself, but if it's already ground, super easy. Let's do that. Actually, I don't need a ton, so why don't we just go with this one? It's already ground up. Fabulous, done. Mochi. So when people say mochi, it's not necessarily always the right kind of mochi. Normally, this is what people talk about if Japanese people say mochi, and I love these. I love having them at home. Really, it could be anyone. I just grab whatever's on sale because they're all just mochi, but up here they do have different kinds. So if you want different flavors, like this one's kind of cool, right? It's like a little medley of, what is that, like black bean and red bean, and well, that's just kind of fun. I might have to get one of these, but this one's a different mix. Oops, oopsies, let me grab that. I can't go through everything apparently, but the noodles, right? We gotta talk about the noodles. This is all the instant ramen. I do not do instant ramen very often these days. I used to do it a lot as a kid, but or growing up, but there's just all kinds, and you can get as fancy or as not fancy as you want. Different flavors, tonkotsu, all that. If you want more about ramen, let me know. But these are the dried noodle size. You have your sobas, you have your udon, somen, and then again, more instant ramen on the bottom, but this is not in the cups. These are more in the packages. And there's other kinds. There's like pho, shin ramen, sara udon, which is like the stir fry kind of noodles. And there's ramen packs, all that jazz. We got to make it to snacks, right? This is all like the rice crackers and stuff. Rice crackers, you have your mochis, super cute mochis. Okay, this has been like a classic rice crackers and this. You have your like character kind of things, breads, bakery items. These are delicious, fluffy, nice little breads. And of course, you have all the different candies here that have characters also. And oh, look at these. I absolutely love these. I don't want my kids to eat them, but it's really fun to make these pop-in cooking ones. And there's always really fun things to do, like activity candy things, and don't really want my kids to eat them, like I said, but it's fun to do as activities and takes me back to childhood. All these candies right here, again, that I don't really let my kids eat, but also there's one thing is there's not too much cereal kind of things. It's just not a huge culture of cereal, but a few little granola things there, and then a lot of snacky things here. These are pretty common, so if you want little to-go snacks, they come in like a little sleeve of them right here, of all kinds of characters, all kinds of fun things. My kids love these little senbes. I remember eating these tamago boro as a kid. And then a caramel, of course, that is a classic snack right there. Komepon, I have not heard of that, but you can see why kids would absolutely love this array of little pockets and stuff, right? And then more snacks galore. Shrimp chips are a classic. Baby Staname is a classic. All stuff that's not great for you, but have the really cute characters. How can you not love all this stuff? Caramel, like I said. Stop. You get the idea. Then you have your refrigerated stuff. And do not miss the bento section. So there's a onigiri section right here that is always really, really fun because you have pre-made dishes that you can just grab on the go. You have your onigiris, sandwiches, ooh, like little dim sum kind of things right here. Little pre-made rice, you have your curries, udon, all of that. So check all of this out over here. This is just a small array of things, but as you can see, easy to go, and for this big old thing, it's like $11, right? So super, super affordable. Great. Like hand rolls, sushi area. Oh, check that out. Big old crunchy roll. That looks kind of cool. Cheap little. You can get your niggiris. And this is what I mean by pockets, little pockets that we can make at home too with the other ones, but that, all that stuff. How was that for a fun Japanese grocery store haul? Which aisle would you spend the most time in? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the walkthrough, but you're curious how to make some of these dishes and use these ingredients, stay tuned for the Japanese cooking playlist, which you can access right here because we go through all those things, basic to more experienced. So see you in the next video. Mata ne!